Alright, so in this video I'm going to be revisiting Harbor Freight rotary table and clamping kit. So I've gone ahead and I've disassembled my rotary table, which you see right there. Here's the inner workings of it. There's a gearing on it, the worm gear, and then the case itself. So I'm going to be improving a little bit on the design, because on this rotary table I can't really do much of anything with it, especially with the little clamping kits they include, which is really crappy. It serves no, it's not good for anything unless you're actually going to be milling some plastic or something like that, and even then it might not even clamp all that good. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be re-threading the nut that holds the actual top of the rotary table down on the bearing, just here in the back. So this design only has one bearing. There it is right there. I kind of got a feeling for the bearing, it's not all that great. I mean, it's a nice tight finish, but seems like it's just a little bit dried up with grease in there. But for my operations though, or my projects, I'm pretty much going to use this for rough cutting my wheels for my little cannons. This one is actually a metric thread, and this is the actual screw that comes with it. As you can see, there's not that much teeth on there. It's not very long at all. You got the washer right here, and the actual bolt is tapered at the top, so you can't really get a good clamp on this thing in the first place. So I'm going to be making a longer bolt for this, and I'm going to get rid of all this metric stuff, just because I don't have any metric tap-in dies. I guess I could always go out to Harbor Freight and buy some, but to save me some money though, I'm just going to rethread this thing, and I'm going to be doing that with a 1/4 inch by 20 tap, which I got right here. So I've already gone through with my 1/4 inch 20 tap, and everything came out nice. This thing is made out of cast, so it's actually quite easy to actually run this tap through it. So what I've also done, and I didn't capture any video on it, is I've made the bottom bolt actually clamps the top of the table down to the bearing. I've made pretty much the same thing, but with more teeth on there. It's 1/4 inch 20. As you can see, it's much bigger than the original. It's not the exact same taper. I could have went with that, but I'm satisfied with the taper I got. It actually fits quite well on the original washer there, as you can see. So it's going to work quite nice. Also, the hex key there is much bigger than the original one that it came with, so I can put a little bit more clamping force on that thing. What I've also gone ahead and done that I didn't capture any video of was I've made my adapter, or stud adapter here, This is 1/4" 20. I'm able to actually thread this stud all the way down now, as you can see there. And I can pretty much go ahead and clamp my material. This is the spacer that I built for this. It actually fits on the groove on the table there, so I can have, just so I don't actually cut into the table, because cutting into the table will actually be pretty bad. Spacer actually stays there, it doesn't travel anywhere because it pretty much locks itself in the rings. So that's that. But I'm gonna go ahead and assemble all this together. I've already gone ahead and I've cleaned this out with grease and wax remover. Got all the crud that was in there, or that it came with from the store. But anyways, I'll have to assemble this now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've assembled my rotary table here. As you can see, I have the adapter on there. Came out really nice. I can actually tighten this down. So the nice thing would have been is if Harbor Freight would have included something like this. I can always, or I probably will, end up making spacers, bigger spacers that'll actually fit on through these rings here that are actually machined on the table itself. So I can always make a single one for each one, or I can actually make one big one with the 3 grooves on it, so I can actually have the extra locking feature there. But I mean, that's the Harbor Freight rotary table there. It's much better now than when I actually got it. Also, another thing one can do is actually make their own little T-slots for this thing. I can use this actually as an adapter also. It just takes too much time to actually make this though, but I did make this already, and this does fit on there. I can use that as another spacer there. Well, that just goes to show you that these little things can be modified. So I'm going to be installing my adapter here. Show you guys really quick what I'm going to be actually doing with this. One thing I forgot to mention was this is 5/16 threaded rod here, where the adapter is on the top, and the bottom is actually 1/4 inch. So this is what I'm going to be rough cutting on the milling machine once I actually clamp all this down. Instead of actually turning on the lathe and putting my bits at risk, I can use this now. But anyways, that's my Harbor Freight rotary table that's been modified to actually do some actual work instead of the crappy clamping kit they included. But anyways, that's it, and thanks for watching.